What's up everyone? Today I'm in the Adirondacks where I'm going to be hiking Giant Mountain in Rocky Peak Ridge. I'm camping in a pine forest, cooking delicious burgers on the campfire for the first time ever, and hiking up 4,000 feet to show you some gorgeous views. But when you're in the mountains, things are going to go wrong and you have to find a way to power through. Let's get into it. So this is one of my favorite mountains I've hiked so far in the Adirondacks. There's gorgeous views of the summit, but it was all socked in when I was here last, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they look like. The great thing about this trail, there's a gorgeous outlook and about half a mile into the trail. So let's go check it out. Just a little bit of a preview. So this is the Giant's Wash Bowl. Beautiful little pond up here. Unfortunately, the site I wanted is taken, but I'm staying in a spot a little close to it. And thankfully there's water nearby. When you're done putting the water into the Nalgene, always close it up before you get the next batch because you do not want that to fall over and waste all that time. Always good to camp by a little landmark, which is why I'm camping by this little rock outcropping so I know my bag is close by. Get this baby set up. Got my water, got my tent, and got my little string light set up. For dinner tonight, I got hamburgers, buns that are hopefully not too squashed, they look okay, and some onion and tomato. I got ketchup, I got mustard. This is the Italian seasoning and this little black pepper and salt. Ideally you have a normal fire ring, but since all the campsites are taken, I'm gonna make my own. The biggest thing is clearing away all the needles and stuff to get to the bottom. And that soil is pretty damp, so that's good. There's no wind and there's a good amount of vertical space before you get to any twigs. So I think I'll be okay, but I definitely need to keep it small. I'm also gonna have my water right next to it, so if there are any sparks, I can easily put them out. First thing I'll need is to gather some firewood. Something like this that's been off the ground is ideal because it's not as gonna be as wet or not as likely to be as wet. Well, it doesn't get much better than that. You always need more firewood than you think you're going to, especially on the twig side of things. Got this little pine knot thing, gonna make my life a lot easier. And remember, you always want to let the flames rise above the last layer before you put the next one on. Fire's going well, so I think it's time to start making these burger patties. Well, one's a little smaller than the others, but that's okay. I have no idea if this is gonna work, but let's see. So the big question is whether it's like steak, or when it's done, the coal stops sticking to it, or if I'm screwed and I'll have to take it off. They're more meatballs than burger shaped, but that's fine. While those things are cooking, I'm gonna cut up the onion and the tomato. Gotta love a good tomato. All in all, not the best looking things I've ever created in my life, but not the worst either. Not too bad. One down, two more to go. All right, moment of truth. Right about now, I'm wishing I had a napkin, but that's what God gave me pants for. Well, it's gonna be a little sloppy. You know what? That's a lot better than I expected. Got a punch of Italian seasoning though. One of the highest compliments I've ever been paid is someone told me watching me eat is like watching Picasso paint. So you're basically getting to see an artist at work. Well, that was delicious, but now it's time to clean up. It's about midnight, so I am ready to go to bed. I will see you all in the morning.
Morning. Slept pretty good. The phone was up a little bit, but not too much. And it is gorgeous out, so I'm excited to get after it. This is why you camp. Look at how beautiful it is. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous morning.
Time for some breakfast and some coffee. When you pack a bear canister, make your life easier by going in the order of the meals you're gonna have. So there's my stuff for lunch today. And here is the coffee and what I'm gonna be having for breakfast, mountain berry granola. So unlike others of these that I've used, This is the first one where it's just cold water that you put in. It's not bad. These dehydrated meals have gotten so much better since what I remember as a kid. It's crazy. Here's the best part of the morning, coffee. Coffee's great, but coffee with red squirrels getting mad at you and birds chirping doesn't get much better. Now it's important to bring out everything you bring into the backcountry. So I'm just gonna dump the coffee grounds into the remains of the pouch, and that'll solve that problem. Another tip for bear canisters like these, instead of storing them with the top, which is this little lid portion facing upward, it's not waterproof, so just in case there is any rain, store them with the bottom facing up. Getting a little bit of a later start than I wanted, but I really enjoyed being able to sleep in a bit. About 0.3 miles in from Giant's Wash Bowl, and the ascent has begun. Y'all, I sound like a rhino in labor. This is so embarrassing. Oh well, this is my first time hiking a mountain in winter and then hiking it again in summer. And I'm beginning to see why people do it, because it's so much easier than it was with snowshoes and spikes. Even worth the bugs and the crowds. The fun thing in winter is basically you can ski down these on your snowshoes if there's enough snow. Super fun. Yeah, boy, that's the Adirondacks for you. Just rocks going up. About 1.3 miles up from the wash bowl, it turns into this lovely little mosey through the woods. Look at how incredible this is. Oh my goodness. I've never run into this before, but I almost missed the trail turn because someone was sitting on the yellow blaze on the rock. So yeah, don't do that. Last time I was here, the view was enshrouded in fog, so it's nice to be able to finally see it. Almost at the top, and this is why you need good traction. Especially if it's wet out, this is a slip and slide. The top is an alpine zone, so you gotta stay on the trail to protect the vegetation. There's a ton of people here because it is beautiful out, but the views are worth it. Oh yeah, look at that. Holy cow. It is beautiful. I am so hungry. I'm gonna just sit and enjoy the view. For lunch today, we got some beef jerky, some nuts, an apple. I think I'll save the bars for later. And this book I've been reading, pretty cool fantasy book. A little paint by the numbers, but interesting world. Like it a lot. I don't know what they put in beef jerky because it should not taste as good as it does, but man, it's delicious. It does not get much better than this. Well, folks, it's been fun, but it's time to get on to Rocky Peak Ridge, so let's get to it. It was awesome to have such a long break with that view, but the problem is you just want to stay there. So I got to get back on the trail and get back to it. Good news is the trail to Rocky Peak Ridge is very short. It's about a mile out. Bad news is you got to go down about 1,000 feet and then back up about 800. So you can see all the mud from people's boots. That's the problem. These things, when it's wet out, they're so bad. Grateful that it's dry. Managed to twist my knee earlier. It's really hurting there for a little bit. Thankfully it stopped. So fingers crossed that continues, because it's the knee where I tore my ACL playing soccer in Mozambique. And I don't know, I don't want to go through that again. So that's Giant, where we just were. And the good thing about Rocky Peak Ridge is you get views on both sides. Unfortunately, it's gotten pretty hazy, so the view isn't as good as it would be usually. But cool thing is you can see Lake Champlain off in the distance. Man, dehydration is no joke. I am parched. Folks, I think it might be time for some new boots. I've only had these for 2 years too. Been very comfortable, but oboe sawtooth or whatever they are, not as durable as I'd hoped. So I've never had one of the peanut butter RX bars, or nut butter and oat, excuse me. Excited to try it. It's fine. It's tasty. Wouldn't say it knocks my socks off. Hello, stone-faced mouth friend. I've come to fall on you again. I've decided Going downhill to go uphill is my least favorite thing in hiking. My knee is flaring up again. Still got 2.5 miles to go too, so we shall see. You know what's crazy? I think the record for doing all 46 of the peaks in Adirondacks that are over 4,000 feet, one guy did them, I think, in like 4 or 5 days, which is insane. One is taking me all day, let alone 46. Unreal. Oh, yeah. It is unreal how much of a difference water makes. I took 2.5 liters with me, went through all of it, probably need another liter, and just got back to this pond. Oh my goodness gracious. Tasted so freaking good. I needed that. Well, friends, it has been a pleasure, but I am exhausted and it's getting late, so time to pack up and go home. Goodbye, you beautiful place. This view is good enough on its own. So we're almost at the road, and overall I would say it's an incredible hike. It's one of the best ones I've done in the Adirondacks. Gorgeous views of the top. Even if you don't even get to the top, there's gorgeous views along the way. So highly, highly recommend. Thanks for following along, and click like and subscribe if you want to see more of my outdoor adventures, and I'll catch you next time.